Happy Sabbath. In this video I will be addressing something I like to call spiritual depression. Now what is spiritual depression? Spiritual depression is when you've lost your connection with God. A friend of mine has this and he asked for my help. So this video is for him but also for anyone else who is struggling with spiritual depression. A lot of people say that the cure for spiritual depression is saying a prayer. You may have heard it from your pastor, from the radio, and the prayer goes something like this. God, I'm a sinner. I need you in my life. Come in and cleanse me and come into my heart. You've all heard it before. I want you to imagine that you've had a fallout with your best friend. Would you say that to your best friend? That you're a sinner? That you need him back in your life? No, you wouldn't. Of course not. Now I know some of you people are saying that God is God. This is different. Yes, it is different. But we're trying to get back to the personal relationship with God. We're trying to get back as a friend with God. So this is why we need to look at it in this kind of light. Let me give you an example. Say you've been working out for a year, and then you stop, just automatically stop, and you stop for 2 months. I don't know, you're just being lazy or something, and then you start up again. Now, do you reckon you'll be able to lift the same amount of repetitions and sets and do the same amount of weights you were doing before? I don't think so. And this is the same thing with God. Now, some of you guys do have a fallout with God and you can get straight back into it, and that is great. But that's not everyone. Sometimes it's you to blame because of the spiritual depression. You may be engulfed in sin, and sin has overtaken over your life and your relationship with God. It could be something out of your control. You may have lost a loved one and you blame God. You know, a godly lady once wrote, "In nature itself are messages of hope and comfort. There are flowers upon the thistles, and the thorns are covered with roses. God is love is written upon every opening bud, upon every spire of springing grass. The lovely birds making the air vocal with their happy songs. The delicately tinted flowers in their perfection, perfuming the air. The lofty trees of the forest, with their rich foliage of living green, all testify to the tender fatherly care of our God and to his desire to make his children happy." Sometimes when I was in Pathfinders, I would climb a hill. So it was just me, God, and the bush. It is such a beautiful thing to do. God reveals himself in nature. It is the way to get to God, but not to be as deep as the Bible. So this is what you are going to need to do. Get your iPod, Walkman, MP3 player, etc. and put some nice Christian music onto your device. If you don't have a device, well, you should borrow one. You can sing, but it's up to you. Whatever you feel comfortable with. Next, do this in the daytime. Go on a nature walk, for an example. Go to the beach, go on a bushwalk, a hike, etc. If you live in a city, walk in a park. Make it at least a 15-minute walk. Start walking and listening to your Christian music. Start thinking of your relationship with God, where it went wrong, who is to blame. This is where you might look a bit crazy. If you are angry at God, tell him. Yell it out, say it, scream it, say how you feel, but don't curse God. Cry and do whatever. Let it all out. Make a new start with God. Since you have let all your emotions out, this is the time you ask God back in your life. What does James 4 verse 8 say? Draw near to God and he will draw near to you. Now that you have started new, keep it up now. Get rid of your old life. Do it as fast and slow as you need. Start reading the Bible. People say start off with the Gospel of John. Start praying and show others Jesus. Remember the famous saying, go tell the world about God, and if needed, use words. You may have to do this several times, but as Proverbs 24:16 says, for a righteous man may fall 7 times, but he will rise again. This is a way to get out of spiritual depression or recession and into God's arms. If you have any questions, please PM me or send me a comment. And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. God bless.
and you made it so clear, yeah. I'm supported when the devil would charm me, protected when the evil would harm me. Tell me, how